Look at this house. Although what it takes to build this house must come from somewhere, you care about where your food comes from, but do you know where your wood is coming from? Each piece of wood to build this house came from a living tree. But how is that tree grown? How is it harvested? What kind of environmental impacts did the growth and harvest of that tree have? Could that tree have been grown in a better and more sustainable manner? Does this even matter to you? We hope so, and we want you as home builders to ask yourselves these questions every time you buy lumber.
Most lumber, especially the cheapest lumber, comes from clear cutting. Clear cutting is a very unsustainable method of timber harvest. All the trees in an area are chopped down, leaving the land barren and lifeless. This method is the cheapest because it takes very little planning and scientific knowledge. It may be cheaper to you in the store, but it has a high price to the earth and the ecosystems it destroys. Clear cutting reduces biodiversity, increases erosion, and essentially leaves the land in a useless state. We ask you, is this a practice you want to support? Should the timber company be allowed to harvest in such an unsustainable manner, leaving future generations with acres of devastated land? Do you realize that with every piece of clear-cut wood that you buy, you support this terrible practice? But don't despair, there are other more sustainable and environmental alternatives.
Now that you know the negative effects of clear cutting, you can make better decisions when you buy lumber, and choose wood that was grown and harvested in a more sustainable manner. There are many different methods to harvesting timber. One of the more efficient and renewable systems is called uneven age management. This is a method where trees are cut and planted at different times so as to create 3 different age classes of trees. When the older trees have grown large enough for harvest, it means that the younger trees have had time to grow too and will be ready for harvest in a few years. This method not only creates a constant and sustainable flow of timber, but is also much more aesthetically pleasing. It does not scar the earth as clear cutting does, and should be supported through your business doll.
Other ways to be proactive and support sustainable construction materials is to use wood that has a fast growth rate and can renew quickly. Bamboo is a fine example of this. With its rapid growth rate, it is far more sustainable and efficient than other species of trees. Now, we realize that you can't build a house out of bamboo, but consider bamboo flooring or paneling. Ash trees are also known for their fast growth rate, but using sustainably grown wood doesn't stop once the house is built. Encourage the homeowners to use reclaimed wood for furniture. By reusing wood that was previously used for a different purpose, it eliminates the need for new wood to be harvested.
With all this information, how can you take action? There are organizations that support and certify sustainably harvested timber. Look for lumber with certifications from the Forest Stewardship Council and the Sustainable Forest Initiative. Although the price tag of these certified wood products may be a little higher than the non-certified ones, we hope that you see the value of sustainable harvest methods for the earth and for future generations. We ask you what kind of world you want to live in now, and what kind of world do you want to leave for your children in the future? A world with empty lots of clear-cut land and no biodiversity, or a world full of life that can support us all? The choice is yours.